Despite all the healing overhaul, the vampire counts do have a great weakness. In this battle sent in by logic, we can see that there is a spam of single entity monsters. We have Taurox there, Gorbel, and Double Gorgon, one of them the healing Blood Brute. As you can see here, the vampire counts struggle against these single entity monsters, simply because their multi-entity units do not have the greatest contact, with only a handful units surrounding each of the single entity monsters. However, lacking any missile troops, the vampire counts can only hope to grind down those single entities in melee combat, which is extremely ineffective. The vampire count single entities are very limited in the form of only their leadership able to duel other single entities, and when you look at the single entity monsters on the vampire count side, the Vargovs and the Terrorgeist both have their own problems and are not optimal in spamming them to deal with these kind of single entity spam. So all that you can rely on are really just these Blood Knights, who do not have the greatest damage dealing output against these single entities, especially when they bunch up, while they themselves would be taking massive damage from the counter punching of all the single entities, who usually have great weapon strength and also armor piercing. And with such a powerful goon squad at the ready, if the vampire count's lord ever tries to drop in hoping to snipe out one of the units, they will surely get pummeled to death by a swift counter strike. So as a result, the vampire leadership usually have to stay in the safety of the skies while the ground forces are getting picked apart. The counts simply do not have great ways to challenge large single entity monsters, not even with their powerful support from the healing abilities and spells.